Welcome back to BYU Sports Station. We are live in Studio B. This is hour 2 of a BYU Sports Station Friday special as we focus on Alumni Day and Cougar football, and do so now with the head football coach at BYU. Kalani Sitake is back in Studio B. Coach, great to have you on such a fun day. Just to see so many of the BYU football family collectively gather here, and this on the heels of shooting what was an unforgettable 40-year special at the national championship game last night with that round table. What has this been like for you to welcome all of these BYU football men back into the fold?
Yeah, it was good to see the whole family. And for me, the 1984 team was so huge. I mean, it changed my life. That literally the young men on that team. And so to see them, they're all my heroes. You know, I'm sitting there last night listening to the stories, and you can't help but see the connection, the brotherhood, the love that they had for each other. And then it was nice to be able to sit next to Patty and hear her kind of give me some you know, little words on each person that was up there speaking, and it was always good to remember Lavelle Edwards too. So this is a great. I love the Alumni Day, and I want those guys to know that they should feel comfortable coming here whenever they want, and we're going to put them to work. We need their help in a lot of different things. So. Really happy to have the alumni here, especially the 1984 national championship team.
The Alumni Game has taken on kind of a personality of its own, and it's growing in popularity, and it's becoming fun, and it's an appealing thing for a lot of the guys to want to come back and participate in. Why was that so important for you to establish something like that? Because it is unique and a little outside of the box.
Yeah, well, I spoke to the alumni group just before I came here, and in my presentation, it was more about like, hey guys, you have now even more of an issue because, or more of a task, because now you have to entertain because there's not a spring game. You know, they're redoing the surface in the stadium and things like that. So I said that now your job is to entertain, to cover for us in that part, but also stay healthy. And I don't think the fans are coming to see the football I mean, the talent on the football field as much as the personalities that are involved. You get to see them kind of be competitive and have fun, and the banter back and forth. And you know, during the game last year, I was nervous the last couple of years about guys getting hurt during the performance of during the game itself, and now I have to worry about the celebrations now. So I instructed them, because Max got hurt during the celebration, that their celebrations are limited to golf celebrations now. So we can't trust them to even celebrate without getting hurt. So now, yeah, that's the stress level I have, but. To have everyone back, it's so cool, and a lot of fun to see them now. The older men and that have families and are out there in the community doing a great job representing BYU, and it's nice to have them back. I mean, the fun part is just having all the personalities back and seeing the connection that they have each other. There's something unique about BYU. This is an amazing fraternity that is here, this BYU brotherhood and football team. So it's always good to have them back again.
You mentioned that you want them to be more involved. You got some tasks of sorts for these guys. So how much light can you shed into what you're looking at there?
Well, I mean, I was reading the second century address by Spencer W. Kimball again, and it's just kind of picking out some interesting things that stood out, especially after last night. Did a great job, by the way, working with all those personalities. I thought, I'm like, yeah, you can balance them out. That's them as old men. Imagine what they were like when they were young men running around. And but I thought overall it was. I think there's some things that we can take from there. I think there's a quote that Spencer W. Kimball, he talks about the competency, the experts, and these men know what BYU is all about, and so it'll be interesting. I'm going to ask them I think you've heard me say this before, that the currency at BYU is the people, and we need to keep that fraternity strong, and need to get these men involved in the program and everything that we do, and I think mentoring our young men on the team. If we can take the love that the 1984 team had for each other, they had this high competition. I mean, you've probably heard them say that they look forward to Saturdays because that was easier than Tuesday and Wednesday.
Which is wild.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to get done. I mean, I remember those moments when I was playing for Lavelle, and so we can get that done at BYU currently. I think it's going to bode really well for us, and so that's who better? I mean, I can always say it, but what better way to do it than have these legends do it for us?
Oh, love that. Kalani Sitake is with us on BYU Sports Nation as we continue the Alumni Day conversation and get set for the Alumni Game tonight. we need to call a timeout there just for a moment, though, just to check in on spring football, because it's winding down of sorts. So how do you feel like your team is progressing, or maybe where they have progressed the most through this specific spring football?
Well, I think this has probably been one of the more physical spring footballs that we've been through. But I think they've all been physical. This one, I mean, it was important for TJ Woods to want to see his O-line go live as much as possible. And when you play 11 on 11, the O-linemen are pretty much live the whole time. Whether someone's getting tackled or not, they're going live with the D-line. So the front line itself, they're always physical. So, but we've tackled quite a bit. We've made quarterbacks available to tackle as well. But we have to get better at football, and we have to be better at situational football. It comes down to a few plays that can get you the win, and even a few mistakes. And so if we can make the mistakes during spring ball and get them out of the way and get them through in fall camp, that way it's not penalizing us in the game. It comes down to the little details, and that would be the difference between winning and losing. But the attitude, the connection, the sense of urgency from our players is really high, and they want to get on the field. They're really excited. I was really impressed with the off-season conditioning. It looks like they worked harder than I've ever seen before. So just want to keep them humble. No one needs to talk about us right now. We'll see what happens when we get to the season.
You mentioned TJ Woods and working with the offensive line. He brings a new dynamic for sure, as does Kevin Gilbride with the tight end. So those two position groups and those two coaches specifically, how are things different? And what are you liking about the differences and the different flavors that they bring in?
Well, the level of expertise, and you're looking at the tight ends. Kevin Gilbride's been in the NFL for a long time, so it's all the little details and their footwork, and being able to teach all those individuals, kind of specify what they can be good at, and then also sometimes you're looking at their strengths, but it's like their weaknesses, trying to make a more of a well-rounded tight end, so they're not just always blocking or always just out as a route runner. You know, you have to have a well-balanced tight end, and that'll help them. That'll help our team, but it'll also help them move on to the next level. Kevin's done a great job. I think the competition, the defense, understanding the scheme and being in it another year has been really nice, and Jay's done a great job with them. So I like the competition. I like the way that they're hitting. I like the physical part of it. The fundamentals we're improving on, and again, I just keep these guys humble. We'll work hard. We've got a lot to prove this fall.
Well, I know that they're all going to enjoy watching the alumni game tonight, but I mean, having spoken with a couple of guys on the current team in recent weeks, they're all kind of pointing to just like this innate hunger, especially having missed a bowl game. So what kind of sense do you get from the guys, because you didn't play in the postseason, of how that has motivated them maybe to go to another level in this offseason?
Yeah, I think sometimes when you take things for granted and then they're taken away, and the absence of it can leave a weird feeling, but also a great lesson to learn. That you know, stop worrying about the bowl games, especially when you're not qualified to go to one. And so we need to be in a better mindset, and that's my job. I'm the head coach. I got to find a way to get them so they can perform at their best at all times. And I appreciate the players and their willingness to play, but sometimes these lessons need to be learned by going through the experience. And you know, we felt the heat of and the sting of losses and the sting of this losing season. These guys, I don't think they want to feel that ever again. So, you know, we know going into the Big 12 and how close we were. Those are really cool things, but there's no moral victories here. Like,
yeah.
We know we're supposed to play better, and we know we're supposed to get a different result. Now we just got to go out and do it, and I like the way the guys are prepping for it.
You are a diehard BYU fan. I mean, you support all the teams.
Yep.
Certainly you were disappointed with what happened with BYU basketball, but they had a bounce-back season. When you look at the season overall, what kind of parallels do you draw from knowing that, hey, BYU basketball went through their own struggles? They finished 5th place in the West Coast Conference, but they brought back this core. Like, the guys stayed together. There wasn't a ton of, like, new moving parts that came in. A few from the transfer portal, but it was this core. I kind of view your team as, like, a lot of the guys are back. There's this core back, and you've added a few key pieces. But how much do you read into, like, what having the majority of your team back, having gone through tough experiences like that, and how that could benefit you moving forward?
I think the hard part is the expectations, especially from the outside. And these are young men that are, whatever sport they're in, young men and young women that know what is expected of our fans. And I love our fans. They expect the best. I mean, my bracket had BYU going all the way and winning the whole thing. So, you know, so what? You know, it's just like, yeah, if we would have got past this first one, I'm sure it would have happened. But the thing is that I don't expect our fans to lower their expectations. What I want our players to do is have their own set of standards that we set within the program, what we want to get done. And it's not really focused on the result, but if you do all the little things right, you're going to get the result you want. And you can't skip steps. You got to work on them line upon line, precept upon precept.
Yes.
You get there, and it's like these principles are eternal and they're gospel driven. So we'll keep working that way and try to stay humble and keep these guys going. But it's also I don't really want anyone talking about us. That's kind of the same thing with basketball, you know. And so now the same thing. I just want our guys to just go and do their part. But there's a lot of things that kind of define them, and then I want them to relish in the other roles that they have, whether they can be a great son, an unbelievable brother, an amazing friend, you know, a good boy, stuff like that. Those things need to get better too, and they'll elevate their game of play.
Love that. Well said. Great to have you with us, Kalani.
Always
hey,
good
lay
to be
low
here.
as a 5-win team last season. Lay low.
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
okay.
Good.
No,
it's all
it's good to surprise people. We'll see what happens.
Yes, indeed. Thanks, brother.